Good afternoon, YouTube. So we're back up here at this trail right before the landslide, which is just around the corner there. So I'm not sure what this is called, but I've unofficially called it the slide trail. It goes up this side of the canyon, and then the other side is that landslide area. But anyway, I'm here 2 weeks after last time, so I did figure out how to calibrate my hillshade map up here. And I wanted to go back up here with a good map and see what I find with that. So let me cut over and I'll show you what the map looks like here. Here's my hillshade map. The blue dot is where I'm located, and I'm just right here where this small stream comes out and crosses the canyon trail. So we'll just walk over there and look at how accurate that is. Yeah, I'm right here at the mouth of this creek, and I'm standing right where the water is coming out of the canyon. So yeah, that is really accurate. Yeah, you can see here, if I come down and to the left a little bit, you can see that faint trace of the trail up there. So I'm going to head up the slope here and see if I come out on that track. Okay, I'm getting up the nose of the ridge here, and you can just see how incredibly steep that bank is. I think the camera is pretty much level. I kind of came along here, and then you come up the nose of the ridge here, which is steep, but only about half that steep. Okay, I came over the ridge there. The creek is on the other side, but I wanted to take a look at this landslide area, and this is really neat looking in here. There's this whole kind of valley going up here. I think this is like where the earthquake fault comes down. It's just a wide open depression running up that way. It gets pretty brushy up there, but then this is the top of the slide here. Comes down, gentle slope, and then it pretty much drops off there. You can see it's getting steeper and steeper down there. I think right past that clump of trees is where the earth is kicked away, and it goes all the way down to Stevens Creek from here. But let's head up this way. We'll try to join up with the old trail over the ridge and down. Okay, YouTube, I've met up with the mark on the map. And this is the first point at which you can see that mark on the hillshade map, right where the blue dot is. Okay, I came up the ridge there, and I kind of just aimed for that mark on the map. And right there, I stopped right here. It's like I'm on that mark, and you can see right along there, there's a tree had blown down, and then right down in there is that section of trail. So yeah, I'm going to try to follow this up a little farther. Now I can see where I'm going on the map and try to follow that a little more. 2 weeks ago, I was just sort of going up and down, trying to see what I could run into just by stumbling across it. But now I've got a map that shows me when I'm standing on it. So that is really cool. You can see there's a big lump right next to where I'm standing. So let me show you what I'm standing in front of. Okay, there is the big lump. That's that old oak tree. Oh, here's the big oak tree up here. There's actually 3 lumps on the map that show up here. And one of them is that one of them is this one, and then there's another one right back over there. You can see all 3 of these in the LiDAR data. That is really visible on the map. Okay, here I'm in by that really big divot, and that's that old oak tree. But also the trail, well, there's this trace that I'm on, but up above, so off to the left is up, and there's a little more of a trail up there, a little more distinct mark. Okay, yeah, this is this big oak tree, but you can see how every branch has shoots going up vertical. So this thing is still very much alive here. But according to the hillshade map, there's a better trail. I think that might be it, right up under that tree there. There's a bunch of downed wood here, so I'm going to try to go up between those 2 trees and see if I can hook up with that more distinct trail. Okay, I'm making my way up from that tipped over tree there, and just a note to myself that if you come up there, you can actually cut down here, and I think you can get down into the bottom of the creek canyon there. Looks like there's a clearing all the way down, so I might have to come up and check that out. Yeah, that could be the way to get to these waterfalls down here, is come up here, you miss all the brush down below, and then maybe there's something visible from down here. Not sure how far up you can get, but yeah, that's a path down there. But anyway, yeah, there is a really faint trail here, just kind of going along up here, and I should be hitting that other trail. Wow, the green on the moss up here is just, it's like electric green, just really bright. Yeah, I'm trying a different camera app here. This one seems to handle the lighting conditions in here a little better, so hopefully it'll look better on the big screen. I followed that faint route up from that fallen tree, and I guess that's what I did 2 weeks ago, because here I am on that mark. Yeah, so there's kind of a faint trail from that fallen tree that comes up here, and then I guess 2 weeks ago I came up above those fallen trees over there, and then I went above here, and then I came back down and hooked up here. And yeah, this is as far as I got 2 weeks ago. That's why one reason I stopped was there was a jumble of trees. But yeah, I got a few minutes today. I might try following this a little farther. Yeah, you get through those down trees, and this turns into a decent trail. I mean, look at that right there. And yeah, I followed it up here, and it goes into this little gully here. I think it goes in through there, around under there, and I think it comes out on the other side there, and the map shows it doing just that. Getting pretty brushy here, but I think I've made it roughly halfway up to Charcoal Road. The canyon trail is on the top of the map there, and Charcoal Road is that trace on the bottom of the map. That's the top of the hill. So yeah, I think I'm just short of halfway up there, and this is where the trail gets pretty faint. You can see it's still there. I went through that gully or ravine there, and now there's another ravine coming up. Yeah, I gotta start heading down the hill, but I'll show you what it looks like here. Yeah, so there's that ravine I crossed over, and I think the trail actually comes up. It looks like there might have been a faint trail down below, but the one on the map shows it coming up here. I had to climb up. This is where it shows it continuing, and you can see it's getting pretty brushy again. So this might be a good place to turn around. I've got about 20 minutes to get back to my bike and get out of here before sunset. Really some incredible trees up here. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to continue up here. If I do continue up here, I need to bring my fanny pack and some water because I'm getting pretty thirsty. I didn't bring that up with me today. So my other plan for this trail is to go up the road over there that I went up to the geocache, and then take that trail that I found up to Charcoal Road, and then go along Charcoal Road to where Lower and Upper Charcoal Road meet, and then see if I can find signs of this trail coming down, because that would be really neat if you could go up the road and then come down the trail. That might be a future trip. I gotta see how that works out. That might take a little more time because I've got to go all the way up the road, up the trail, and then you got about a half mile up Charcoal Road, and then about a half mile down through this stuff to get here. That would be a real adventure, a really neat loop though, if I could hook that up. It might take a little more exploring to get that one going, but anyway, stay tuned. And hope you enjoyed this re-exploration up here with a real working map. So stay tuned. I'll be doing a video on how I create the hillshade maps. I finally figured out all the steps to getting an accurate map. So I want to document it for myself, and then I figure if anybody else is doing crazy stuff like this, they can do the same thing. So yeah, that was a really successful test. Really worked well, and I mean, I'm standing on the trail right where the map says it should be. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and as always, thanks for watching.